we're going to call our shot on the MVP of the Big Ten championship game. It'll be Archie Griffin handing the MVP trophy over to a Michigan Wolverine. And as is tradition, Archie Griffin gets booed. The former Ohio State star gets booed by the Michigan faithful there. And I imagine the next guy, or maybe they hand that out first. The guy who hands the Big Ten championship trophy to Michigan, if Michigan's fortunate enough to win this game, is also going to get booed. But let's talk about who we think Archie Griffin's going to have to hand the smaller trophy over to. I'm going to go with the chalk pick. I'm going to go with J.J. McCarthy. I do think there are some plays to be had in the pass game against this Iowa defense. They don't quite have that shutdown corner or dynamic athlete at safety like they have in years past. And again, Cooper DeJean is that guy, but he's hurt right now for the rest of the year. And I think that I think Michigan's going to get JJ going a little bit in this game and be able to have some success. And I think they're going to kind of keep the foot on the gas a little bit just because, they're probably not going to get the one, obviously, if Georgia wins. But I just think Michigan does want to kind of, crescendo here, finish with a bang, and then head into the college football playoff.
JJ is, I don't know what if there are odds on it even, but I'd have him at like minus 275 or something like that. Like, I think that's
Blake's in the mix.
That's it. It could be. Yeah. For me, I'm going to go, I think Iowa football, I think physical Big Ten, gritty football, and I think tight ends. And Iowa doesn't have, the healthy tight ends, but Michigan does. I'm going to go with Colston Loveland. Look for him to have 6-7 grabs, a touchdown. Look for him to have a really nice day. If they do get JJ going, it's going to be also because Colston Loveland, I think, has a big day. And he is, I know the production hasn't quite been what maybe some people thought it would be, but I think he's a huge key to this Michigan team in whatever games come next after Saturday. So I'm going to go with Colston Loveland.
I agree with that. I think they should continue to ride him. They did on Saturday against Ohio State, and Barner too, I think, is one of the more underrated pieces on this offense and team in general. So I like that pick. I could definitely see it being Colston Loveland. Our final score predictions, I got 38-3 Michigan. I think it's going to be a similar script to a couple years ago. That was a 42-3 game, so I'm picking less than what that was, and that was a better Iowa team, although their offense was terrible as well. Shout out to Spencer Petrus, who's now in the portal again. I think it's going to be similar in the sense that Iowa is going to get a couple stops early on. Michigan's not going to build quite a substantial lead early, but once things break, I think they're going to break, and Michigan's going to be able to the floodgates will open a little bit, and I think Michigan's going to be able to put some points up, and I think it'll be 38-3.
I hate that we're always so close on these because I'm waiting for my second staff pick win of the year. Haven't got one since I think the opener. Wow. And I also have 38, but I have Iowa 0. I think Michigan's pitching a shutout on Saturday. I think those guys are going to be fired up. I think that this Iowa offense will be overwhelmed. I think they're going to throw the kitchen sink at them. I just, if they score, it's going to be something that's kind of fluky. They would have had a short field, but I just don't see how Iowa drives the field on this Michigan team. And honestly, it's going to be a struggle to even get to the 50-yard line. Their team total, I thought I saw on one of the betting sites, was like 0.5 for the game or one of the halves, whatever it was.
They're
pitching a shutout this weekend. I'm calling it.